Hey everybody, it's Annette Peacemaker and Faye the Lone Star Warrior from YTRL. And I have been watching the Zach and Matt show for hours because Matt is live in DC right now watching the protest. And Faye came on so I could share the screen because it sucks right now. And so anyway, the police have become violent against the people, and they've been firing rubber bullets, they've been macing and throwing the mace bombs and things like that. And so I'm just going to kind of get quiet here for a little while so you can listen. But if somebody wants to come in to join me, then let me know. I will put the links in the comments. I'll put the StreamYard link in the comments, and people can join if they want to. So on that note, I'm going to be quiet and let you watch.
Do you want some water to rinse your mouth with? Open up the left eye. Blink it on that side. Put the water put it in your mouth and gargle it, okay? Spit it out.
And your bullets ricocheting around me.
Oh my God!
Watch the spread! They got a reform right there!
Leslie!
Yo! Charles! They're fucking hurting us!
Police pushed up on the street we were just on. They're now filming. They have military. This is the National Guard, military police.
Let's not leave!
And they're starting to push up.
Some bullshit.
They have military. This is the National Guard.
Fuck West!
Ah!
Come on!
They're just mass shooting fucking rubber bullets into the crowd. It's got hit in the fucking leg and the fucking thigh and it hurts. Ah! They're just mass shooting fucking rubber bullets into the fucking leg and the fucking thigh and it hurts. Remember, if you like rubber bullets, subscribe. Yo, hold on. Oh, you got me good, man. Oh shit. Police rush again, they're gonna try to close us in. There's still thousands of people out here,
Annette,
guys.
do you have sound from the video?
I can hear them, yes. I need to turn it up a little more. Does it need to be
because
louder?
sound from the video for some reason.
We're gonna move up and see what's going on there.
Is that better?
Huh, maybe it's just me. I don't feel like I have any sound from the video.
I just need to
But
log
you
in.
can hear it, right? Interesting. So this is Matt walking through the streets of now.
Windows smashed on that car. Which is stupid, but. Where you at?
Okay. He's been in DC following the protest for 3 days now. This is day 3. And I have been watching for several hours now. And it was peaceful. And it was peaceful until the sun went down. And then it was the police that instigated the violence. Everybody was just behind the barricades and doing their chants and stuff like that. And then the line of police just kept inching closer and closer and closer. And then eventually they just started shooting the pepper balls and the flash bombs and like the mace bombs or whatever they're called. I don't know. And yeah, so that's what was happening. It's been pretty wild.
I just finished a meeting with the Humanity First Movement. I didn't make it to the beginning there towards the end when there was more socializing. And a lot of work groups are taking a bit of a break this week because of all this craziness that's going on, I think. I'm taking a break this week because of going to the Texas Texas State Democratic Convention. There's Matt.
Yeah.
So anyway, while I was in the Zoom meeting for the big volunteer call on Sunday, I got to talk to a few people more. Zephyr, you need to go straight to bed if you're going to talk like that, Zephyr. It's too late. You're 1 hour
Into
before
a
this.
tree on this side.
If you want to do something else, you need to say that thing, please, not like this. Yes, we can do the magic pen book. So, we'll do. So at the Catherine of Massachusetts was still there. Serene, yeah. So Catherine in
That's where
Massachusetts
we
was
came from.
in the Humanity First
Line of
Movement Slack.
military police there.
And she gave me a
We're gonna
really
check
interesting
on what's
link.
going on this side.
It's called joincampaign0.org. And maybe Annette can
Remember
put that up for
if you're
everyone.
new, the DC curve and 11
Joincampaign0.org.
Okay.
And
I'm on it.
by 12, they're gonna really
basically
clean
to
this shit
end
up
police violence in
and get
America.
everybody out. But we'll
Okay.
see. I don't know.
They have
There's still a
interesting
lot of people out
information
here.
of how to make people more accountable. Now, on the other part that I'm interested in is I want to trend a hashtag. Can we put the hashtag up on the screen? I want to put hashtag Nerf the government. So nerf the government, like guns back in the day. Remember when you would shoot like off sponges at each other for fun? I don't think our government should be tasked with pushing protesters back and preventing the people from having their voice heard.
There still appears
So
to be
I
a
would
few
like to
protesters
give
down here this way.
a different set of tools that are not. I mean, I think accountability is all great, but like we've been telling people to stop being racist, and how well is that working for decades now, centuries? It's people will always have, tribalism in their hearts. It's going to be a long, long fight. But what we can do is like if I'm overweight right now, which I am, and I want to go on a diet, what I do is don't go and buy myself a bunch of things I shouldn't eat and put it in the pantry. Right? And so I don't want the police to have tools that they should not be using. I don't want to use guns. I don't want them to be using rubber bullets and shooting our people. Why did we buy those for them in the place? So that is like a serious problem for me. I feel like we, the people, need to stop buying the tools that we don't want them using our own people. We want them to help everyone continue to be peaceful, but also to have their voice heard, which is that is the real purpose of the protest, which doesn't turn into a riot and start pushing them into the streets, right? A protest can be very. What do you want to say, Annette?
I think that's all good ideas. I think though that like I'm very cynical at this point in time, and so it's hard to imagine that would work right now. You know what I mean? But as we move forward, as we start healing, which is going to have to happen, yeah, definitely those changes are going to be necessary moving forward, because we can't have this. Like, this is insanity. This is chaos. This is anarchy. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not faulting the people. Like, I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying what they're doing is wrong, because I've been watching this live stream right here for like 4, 5, 6 hours straight, and it did not get violent until the police.
Right, they keep talking about when the during the daytime generally it's peaceful, and then in the evenings all of a sudden it gets a little bit more violent because maybe the mommies and the children go home. No, it's because the police are behaving differently at night. Look at what they're doing. Look at them lined up. What are they trained to do right now? They're trained to do something that we train them to do. All right, we the people are allowing this to happen. People said, let's give them lethal training with their lethal weapons that we've provided them. We train them to shoot to kill when they're in fear of something. Police are trained to shoot to kill. They're not trained to shoot to wound. They're not given dart guns. Okay, this is my thing. It's like, I was a big fan of the Crocodile Hunter.
George Floyd died.
I'm like a herpetologist type of girl. So I studied when I was, in college. But I was a big fan of the Crocodile Hunter, and he made a movie about, and he made lots and lots of shows, and he showed you how he dealt with dangerous animals, using a dart gun. using just his bare arms to jump in and like wrangle the crocodiles and just put a rope over them. That's all he had, the rope. Yeah, with the the pump rope to go over and I mean, if we can treat animals in animal control, if we can treat animals more humanely than we do beings, right? I mean, to see, wow, do you want to like cut out to the other thing here? I don't know if everybody's seen the video of the NYPD trying to run people over with their cars. That was really horrifying.
I saw that earlier. I don't want to leave from this though. Like, I am glued to this.
Okay.
Because
and also it's like we don't need to see more of that. It's like porn. No, it's like watching violence porn. Watching these other things. Like I've been watching. I've been reading Twitter.
That girl right there, dressed all in black, looks just like my daughter from behind. No, I want to be witness to. I want to be witness to the shift. So yeah. I want to watch them throw the first punch because it's gonna be them.
In Washington State, they behave better, but I did not like what President Trump said. I hate to call him that. He doesn't feel like president. But didn't Trump say something? Start looting, start shooting.
Yeah, and I saw that was a quote from that Goldwater guy. That was Goldwater. Everybody hated him. He was a known racist. Oh, a disgraced politician. Goldwater. That's the quote that I saw earlier.
And also, like, I feel like right now I'm avoiding Twitter. The violence that's happening. Like every other post is about some horrible thing that has happened because there's so many things that have happened. I can't even count them now. This girl with
white, right here. She got shot in the belly.
She went in her belly?
She got shot in her belly with the rubber bullets. And a little bit ago, she was over on the side. And she lifted up her shirt and showed Matt where she got shot in the belly.
Yeah, I mean, we used to watch Hong Kong and sort of, be horrified by that. But we are much bigger of a nation than Hong Kong. Hong Kong is so tiny compared to us. And look at what we're doing all across our country. The main thing that I'm concerned about is what are our demands that we'd like to have met? What are the solutions that we are trying to bring about? I don't want this to be like we're just here to have conflict and then people just get hurt for nothing, It has to be there's some goal that we're going towards. That's what I hope for. Okay, Zephyr and I are going to do something else and let you watch this together with everyone.
Okay.
Zephyr and I are going to go read a book. So this is what our book is doing. Planet Earth.
Thank you very much.
Zephyr has this little magic pen, and when we click the button, it's to him. Like we can click on the words in here. The words, and if you click on the picture words, it talks to him. But we still read it together, and then we answer questions together too. There's a little quizzes on it. Okay.
Well, you know that.
Yeah, this is just going to be. You guys enjoy doing your thing. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm going to go do the good night things.
Y'all don't give a fuck about us, my bad. Y'all don't give a fuck about us.
Interesting that she has a camera. I wonder if she takes pictures of certain protesters to then get in later. Maybe she's making a documentary. I'm not sure.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
They have the guys with the flash thing right in front of us.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
So what's so scary about it?
Terrorists to you? Is this what a terrorist looks like? Or is this what a terrorist looks like?
What's up, Chris?
It's probably like a few hundred people in this chat named Chris. So I'm not sure which one of you he was shouting out, but hello, Chris.
Huh?
Talking to a live stream. Can we get a 1 for all of our Chris's in the chat? Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, is that another Chris? Hey, another Chris. Hey. Okay, I'll stop.
With one simple step, you can join the future.
I'm hungry.
Why we gotta do it every night? Every month we gotta protest for what? You're scared, you don't even come.
Fucking shameful. What matters to y'all?
Who are you trying to fight?
You're being aggressive. You don't gotta move. You still are being aggressive. Calm down. It ain't that deep. Calm down. We all came out here to risk our lives for the lives we lost. We all came out here to risk our lives for the lives we lost. Look at you.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I want my fucking money. I can't breathe. I want my fucking money back.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
No, y'all know what it feel like. That's a terrifying situation. I can't breathe. I can't fucking breathe, bro. And y'all
want to be in this situation?
Y'all should be over here with us. Y'all should be sitting there.
Y'all want to flex for your life?
Okay, chat. This is got to be the most hectic vote of all time. 1 to stay here, 2 to move. I already forgot. What was 1 and 2 again? Was 2 to move or stay?
They put the black people right at the front. Look at you.
All of them.
Look
Every
at you.
single person up there is black.
Look at you.
They got the white people in the back.
Look at you.
Y'all stand for this?
Look, they separated you from that table and put you in the front.
All right. It seems like some people want to stay, some want to move. So we'll stay for now. It looks like.
You're the first to go, just like in the movies.
In my move, I would mean like we would try to find something else. Apparently, a few blocks down, there's like cars flipped over on fire, but I don't know whether to believe that.
Here we go.
We're moving now because apparently their police are coming in from the back. Yeah, they're trying to create a. Those are police on bikes there. They're trying to.
Hold the line. Hold the line. They're patrolling. There's stickies on the bike.
Get us from both sides.
We're gonna move.
Oh, well, that was intense. The MPs didn't budge, though. I'm pretty proud of them for not being complete assholes.
Hey, fool. Leave.
Earlier, now that it's quiet, I can talk a little bit more. So earlier, Matt was filming. It was still daylight, and the cops were lined up across the street, just like they were, just like the MPs were just a second ago. And so there was a young black man who said that he was 24 years old, and he was talking to a youngish black officer, and they had like a really great conversation. So I would encourage everybody to, if you've not subscribed to the Zach and Matt show on YouTube, you totally need to do that, because these guys are so good. And right now it's just Matt. Okay, so Zach is off doing some Zach things, and Matt is running the show all by himself. So he's a one-man show right now, but they are still called, as you can see the logo in the bottom right corner of this screen here, that they're the Zach and Matt show. So anyway, go follow Matt, go give him some love. People are donating money to him. It takes a lot of time, effort, equipment, you know, like he's got to travel. He doesn't live in DC, so he's traveling to these places and stuff. So, please go subscribe to there. So I forgot what I was saying. Does anybody have any questions? Somebody asked me a question. Oh, but early, so yeah, I would recommend that you, that's what I was going with.
They got limited tear gas.
That's what we need to have. Like, I feel like we need to have more kind of one-on-one conversations and find out that they are actually human, most of them, and then some aren't. some are like murderous thugs. Okay, so that's the truth. I don't care what you think. Not all cops are bad. You know, like I saw a meme the other day that said if you had like 1,000 cops and bad cops, but the 1,000 cops don't tell on the 10 cops, 10 bad ones, then you have 1,010 bad cops. So, like, it was a really good conversation, though, between the young man and the officer, and he even said that he could reach out to him personally, like on a personal level, like, you got my name, you got my badge number, we'll sit and talk to each other. So, like, I feel like we really need more of that, and I feel like we need more cops from our own communities, you know, people that are from communities, like, not, like, I don't think we're ever going to go back to, like, Griffith days, you know, it's not ever going to be Mayberry ever again, but we can find some sort of a balance, because there are bad people, and we do need the police to protect us from bad people, but when the police are the bad people, and we don't know who to trust. So who's the
Gun reloaded and they're firing.
sympathy? Oh, there goes. Oh shit. There's that line from Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones that just keeps running through my head over and over again. Just as every cop is a criminal and all the sinners sing.
I'm gonna move away from this one. This is a big shoot over here.
Did you see that guy kick it in the window? So earlier today, I saw. There's so many videos. Like I am. Hold on, someone just messaged me. I might get a. Yes.
Tear gas.
Ooh, what happened? Oh.
Fucking car. Damn, we're only 250 subscribers away from 50,000. Who is going to be the 50,000th subscriber? That's the real question today. Just kidding, it's not. But
So yeah, Zach has been getting a ton of subscribers from this live stream. So he deserves it. I'm so proud of him. He was at like 4,000 earlier. So like when I joined this live stream tonight, he was like right around 4,000 subscribers or something. And right now, he's at 48.3 subscribers. That's crazy. And awesome.
Yeah, there's still a lot of protesters behind me. So I'm not too worried right now about it getting cut off. But
earlier when they were in the park,
my car is
closer to
like 2 blocks
you
away.
can see the White House in the background. And but it was a pretty good distance away. They're not letting them get very close to the White House at all, but it was still visible behind
50,000 subscribers.
And then eventually people caught
Thank
some
you guys,
stuff
I
on
appreciate
fire, but I think it was like some barricades. I don't even know what it was, but that was, you know. And then it was very sort of Lord of the Flies kind of feeling, kind of dancing around the fire a little bit, and a little bit like, but what I was saying earlier is that since we have a quiet moment right here. So what I was saying earlier is that I saw a video of two, it looked like one Asian woman and one, it's hard to tell, everybody has masks on. They were two not black women, dressed all in black, head to toe, walking around with spray paint cans, and they were spraying BLM, Black Lives Matter, and making it, and then this young black woman came up to them and was trying to get them to stop, and they're like, no, we can do whatever we want. And she's like, no, but like, I'm actually with Black Lives Matter, and the news isn't gonna show you, they're not gonna show your faces doing this, they're gonna show
We're gonna
what Black Lives
go back
Matter
this way and see what is going on where we just came from earlier.
All right, moving along. And then, so there are bad actors out there purposely making it look like this is Black Lives Matter doing this. I've heard Black Lives Matter
My
called
dad's gonna be
a
upset.
terrorist.
He uses the Bank of America.
And it's not. And so there was proof of that today.
Father, if you're watching, they got your Bank of America.
People, like, if you see videos like that, and then there's the one with the cop dressed all in black with the black umbrella, like, how creepy is that shit? Share that stuff. Everybody needs to see it. And I think, I mean, there are like Facebook pages, there's social media pages and stuff, YouTube channels called Police the Police, and those types of channels where they expose all of the bad things that the police do. And that's what we need to do. The whole reason that we are here right now is because somebody exposed a cop murdering on the street on their cell phone. That shit went viral, and look at where we are. So as we're watching this video right here, look at how many people have phones in their hands. They are filming all of it. So you know that phrase, not by mainstream media, and they're only going to show you the bad stuff. So it's up to us to televise it. It's up to us to share this information everywhere. And we have to expose care about those you're a corrupt candidate
I
You know?
understand your concern. I get your concern.
Like, if they're
But,
doing
but
something here,
I get your concern. But ultimately, I'm just trying to film everything, and people's faces are going to inevitably get in the way.
it's ultimately public space, so you do what you do. And that's
Oh no. See now, I have really mixed feelings about this. Yeah. That's just unnecessary. What is it? A coffee shop, maybe? Yeah, I have a hard time supporting this action. As somebody that once owned a business, like I've been.
What the fuck we here for? The fuck is you getting from the coffee shop? That's a fact.
And what that man is doing, if you are out there, if you see that, do what that. If you're brave enough, you need to be ready to fight somebody, though. You know, like he's safe, but the number 9 man sure looks like he's about to hold his own. So. Like I can't burn the police station where the cop was, you know, like I can't kind of burn down some buildings to a degree, only to a degree though. Like buildings can be rebuilt, but there are some buildings that are actually historic buildings and are irreplaceable. You know, that's maybe not too bad.
Because a big business has different locations all over the country, all over the world. There's a McDonald's or a Starbucks on every corner of every street in every country.
Yeah.
What places we hitting? My cousin's a manager. My cousin is a black general manager of a bar in DC.
What happens if his place gets destroyed tonight?
Then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna help him rebuild it. Because that's what we do. But this not the message. This not what we here for. I got shot with tear gas. I got hit with flashbangs like it's fucking Call of Duty. Like it's Call of Duty. They went to shoot him in the crowd. It was 8 of us standing there. Not even standing together. And they aimed at us individually and shot at us. That's why this is happening. That's why people are reacting like it's been peaceful all day. It's been peaceful all day. And they're aiming at us and shooting at us like we're criminals. I have a master's degree. I have a master's degree in psychology. And I peacefully protested and got shot with tear gas and flashbangs. That's why this is going on. Don't let nobody say it's there.
That guy was upset with what's going on here.
Rightfully so. So he was speaking some truth there. Call him master's degree number 9. So yeah, he was great. I agree with that bit, you know, like
Oh shit,
messing
there's
up.
a fire
I
in
saw
here.
another video. Oh shit. I saw another video earlier where they set a homeless man's belongings on fire. Like he had his little stuff like under the bridge, and somebody set like his mattress and everything that he owned on fire. And he was like a, you know, kind of like a frail, homeless, really, you know, somewhat stereotypical homeless dude. Poor guy. He was older, like probably in his 60s at least, getting close to 70s. And he like drug his
There's a fire
mattress
here
out
on
of
1722
but
I
everything
Street.
else, like these aren't the people that we're fighting, you guys. Like you don't need to do that. Don't burn a homeless man's belongings. That's everything he had in the world. And that ain't right. You're fighting the wrong people in that scenario. And then did we see that guy? I shared it on my timeline. The guy brought the bow and arrow, or maybe it was I think it was a regular bow and arrow, not a crossbow. And he brought that and decided to start shouting all lives matter. And as he's doing that, he gets out of his car and he draws his weapon. So I think it was a regular bow and arrow, because he, he draws his weapon and aims it into the crowd that he can't see. Into the crowd, and then somebody right in front of him gets knocked down. Like, I don't know if he knocked somebody down. Somebody drops to the ground right in front of him.
You're currently on YouTube, and there's 27,000 people. So if you want to shout out your Instagram, have at it.
I don't. Please stop killing
The crowd.
The people on YouTube aren't killing you.
On top
The
of
people on
it,
YouTube
right?
aren't killing you.
And then,
Yeah,
they beat his
but
ass
if you're supporting
because
this,
he just
but
threatened to kill
it's okay to watch us when we're protesting
If
stuff.
you're gonna honestly take
because
judgment
all
on
lives matter, so I might as well aim
I've gotten shot by 2 rubber bullets today. I was here don't be like that. I was here Friday night, I was here Saturday night, I'm here right now. Okay, you're being a bitch.
Yo, why you calling her a bitch, bro?
You just heard
calling a
me.
black woman a bitch, bro? In the middle of the phone.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, stop it. Cut it out. Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me. You know what?
Back up. This is what they want, dog. You can de-escalate this right now. Just back up, bro. You can de-escalate. Bro, we don't need to be fighting each other. That's not what we in for. That's all we in for.
Yeah, that's why I got upset. He's just trying to say that I'm not on their side. All I told her was, you don't know me, so please don't judge me.
Stay with your team. Let him go. I know him.
Yeah, because you're accusing me of being not on your side. When I'm on your side.
If you're on our side, then shut up and give us the mic. That's it. That's all you need. No,
There is no mic.
There are 32,000.
Okay, 28,000 people seem to be an idiot.
Yeah, 32,000 people.
Get out of here. You good, bro? I'm fine.
This is what I'm talking about. You gotta expose it all, maybe, not necessarily being like a snitch. I don't mean like that. I don't think Matt is trying to film these people to, he's not gonna hand it over to the cops or anything. He's not crying out loud. So he's just filming what's happening.
I moved from there.
These people or anything. So,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be tearing shit down in today's day, you're gonna
What'd you say? I understand. The military is already here.
You must be on the phone with someone.
All right. Well, the one, her fuck up for me. It's really, you have people It's just it's a terrible situation. I agree. It's like you. I don't understand how someone's going to build allies when they turn on someone who's literally just been here for 3 days trying to document what's going on. Yeah.
This is true what he is saying.
And that's why I filmed it, because I'm just trying to get every side to what's going on.
I've been on pages like the Group, and I see a group of black people swarm on a white person who is trying to be supportive, who is trying to what more can we do, they're there, they're trying to be allies, and they tell them, hold on, David, I'll put your comments up in 1 second. Let me put this slide. They're trying to be allies, and then say, shut up, Karen, or Becky, or whatever, and reject their offering of help.
All right. Let me see what a YouTube chat said.
You don't understand. Go make your damn potato salad with
YouTube chat. My father
really
wants me to go home.
Not all the time, but sometimes I have seen it. So I usually
I think we're going to at this point.
Because I don't want them to pounce on me and call me a Karen, because I certainly no god dang Karen.
Yeah, Isaiah, it was a mistake. It was a mistake to call her a name. It was just a heat of the moment thing.
I know it. So the country only understands violence, let them tear it down. We can system that works for all of us. Like, I agree with you. I am very upset about this. I really am. Like the revolutionary activist in me is like, yeah, let it burn, let it burn. But then another part of me is like, I'm called a net peacemaker for a reason. And all of this unrest,
I know obviously you guys want me to stay.
All of this violence is.
But I also don't want to disappoint my parents. They worry about me.
So there's filming. Some people don't understand that you're documenting history. Right. So like Matt is, he's just like a sweet little cherub-faced white boy, and he's just like such a good person, and they don't know him, so they see, like, who knows what they see. I can't begin to know what they see, but I can imagine,
Yes, I'm saying.
So yeah. All the people that are watching my watch party on my conference.
I am kind of like, I don't want to get attacked by a mob. And this shit's just getting worse and more violent. And I also have to my car to consider. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. I know you're going to be disappointed.
Maybe he'll watch from a safe distance for a few more minutes. Faye called it violence porn. And she's probably not completely wrong on that. But like,
it's on fire.
I feel like
yeah, guys, I'm going to be honest. The main reason I'm going to get out of here right now is because the rioting and protesting, the rioting is a block away from my car. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. It's not worth it. Two people, they better not be following me.
Well, that's scary. And then you go into like a totally isolated area. Oh, look at all the cherries down there in the background, you guys. So it looks like the Copperheads just arrived. And so Matt got out just in time. Hallelujah. Yes, he is. Maria says, get out and stay safe. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, it's like a war zone. Yeah, that was taking a big turn for the worse, wasn't it? I think it sounds like he's at his car. I hear keys jingling. You guys look down there in the background. There's all the lights, the cop lights have all shown up. You guys, he just made it. Oh, I have been watching this for so long, like since this afternoon, man. And I've not stopped for, I think I stopped for like a few minutes to switch a load of markers, but I came right back. And Google has some stupid glitch where I can't share a screen on Windows. It's something wrong with Windows 10, and every time I try to share a screen, it kicks me out of Google. It kicks me out of the stream. It just like shuts everything down. Then I have to restore all my tabs and come back into the stream.
Right.
It's a huge
So to address the situation that happened on stream, it was a mistake to call her a bitch. I got upset, clearly. Things didn't have to escalate. Matt can get moody real quick. Matt goes from 0. He's usually on 0, but he can get to 100 real quick. It's a bad situation. If there's any press that are watching anything that's happened here, and you want to use the footage, that's no problem. I would just appreciate it if you would DM me on Twitter at Zach and Matt Show, or email me at zachandmattshow@gmail.com, just so I know where the footage is being used. You know what I mean? Seems fair. And I appreciate everybody who watched tonight. It's a shitty situation that's going on in our country. And yeah, that's kind of all I gotta say about it. I don't know. All right, we're gonna end the stream. Yeah. All right, guys, take care. We'll be back. If there's more protests tomorrow, which I don't see why there wouldn't be. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace. Stay safe out there, guys.
Man, that was heavy, huh? That was heavy. So Faye is reading her son, having book time with her wee one. So she is in control. I'm somewhat in control. As soon as this is totally done. All right, I'm going to remove it from the stream. And so now I'm just going to, I guess I'll just talk. If anybody wants to jump on with me for a little bit and let's talk about stuff. I've provided the link to the StreamYard in all my comments. And I would love it because right now I'm just talking to an empty Faye the Lone Star Warrior avatar. And so comments, questions, anybody have anything to say? Like, put it out there and I'll put it up. I'll read it and I can answer your questions or present your comments on the screen. It's all just so heavy. It really is. And I am really guilty of becoming obsessed. Hi, Barry. Of becoming obsessed with stuff like this. Like 9/11, I could not pull myself away from 9/11, man. And then I have to say though that this is the first like riot that I have followed so closely. Like I'm aware of the other riots and stuff. Here's Mikey the Jester. But I've never followed so closely, and it's become, hello, my little brother. I love you. Hold on, let me finish my thought real quick. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the reason I got so involved this time is because I used to live in Minneapolis, and I've been following like police brutality videos and exposure and stuff for a really long time. And I go down that rabbit hole too. And then it just gets me so upset. And my husband has to he has to put the kibosh on it. You know, he's like, honey, you've got to pull away from this. You're making yourself insane, you know, because then next thing you know, you're going down like the Illuminati rabbit hole after that, you know, and then you're just like, oh my God. And then like Tupac faked his death, and Michael Jackson's really alive. And it just sucks you in. It's just crazy. So, all right. So joining me now is my sweet little brother. That's a great picture. I love that, dude.
Thanks, sis.
I love that. That's a little cabbage. It's adorable. Okay.
I was watching the whole time. It was very intense. It was like watching a movie.
It really was. It really was, man. And so something happened at your place of work today. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah. Well, there was definitely some riots over at my workplace at the malls. People breaking in malls and looting. And there's a peaceful protest as well in downtown Stockton. I mean, it's not all bad, but I mean, there's a lot of craziness going on. And I've been trying to avoid the news. I mean, it's overwhelming, everything going on, and you just can't escape it, though, you know? You see it around you. You try to go to Walmart and Target, they're closed. You're like, what the hell's going on? Oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
Actually, we did not think it would spread so quick to your own town, but it's here and alive.
Yeah, I just found out. I don't watch the news either. I watch YouTube. That's where I get my information from most of the time, and from trusted people, from like Matt, and stuff. So
we're very grateful to have Matt, and I'm very happy for what he's done. But I was afraid for him. It was scary.
I was too. Like, I was really scared, man.
I mean,
okay, so yeah, they started looting at your mall. Now you said you called off work today. Yeah. Like, that's called serendipity.
I've been doing a lot of curbside, and I couldn't take it
because you work at. Can I say the name of where you work?
Yeah.
Yes. So Mikey works at a Best Buy, you guys. So where do you think the looters are going to go first, man? Oh, yeah. So I'm so glad you weren't there.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't there either. So I seem to call off at the perfect time. Because last time I called off, someone got shot and killed. So it's a good thing I called off today.
Yeah.
But
wow, well, that's very prophetic. You know, maybe you have like some sort of sixth sense that you predict these things, and you don't even realize that you know. Why did you call off today?
Well, I guess I had a feeling. You know, I had a feeling things weren't going to be too good.
Yeah.
But I would also say, I mean, I did get my x-rays today. I was in a lot of pain for the past week. You know, working feels like automation is going to take over any moment just because of how much work they're putting on you. You know? It's like,
right.
How can a body take this? It's like, I just don't know. But
Right.
I mean, you can't complain about your job when there are no jobs right now. You know,
Right.
40
Right.
million jobs out. It's like you should be grateful for what you got, but it's like now I got so much more work. My job is no longer using my brain; it's using my body, and it's overwhelming sometimes. But
Yeah, I bet so.
and I love my workplace. Don't get me wrong, but it's getting tougher. That's for sure. And let's be honest, with reopening, and everything, it's gonna be more scary. It's gonna be a lot more scary. I'm getting really nervous with all these protests and rioting, and we kind of forgot that we have the coronavirus. It's like we forgot it exists. It's still here, and I don't know how fast it's going
I
to
know. I was thinking about that. We did my little tiny town. The people that run the human resources office, where it's like a food bank and Meals on Wheels, and they have like a little thrift store or something, you know, like a little thrift store in there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the people that manage that had like just a little like moment of silence, you know, like just like a little gathering in front of the humanitarian aid office, and we all took a knee, even the old ones, like all took a knee, and just had that moment of silence. And then we talked about, and there were a lot of boomers there, you know, there were a lot of older people.
Yeah.
And one said this, she's like, I want to start a group like boomer grandmas for Black Lives Matter or something like that, white boomer grandmas and stuff, you know. She had a really valid point. Like we have to figure out how to unite the communities, because Black people have every reason not to be able to trust white people. But there are white people, like I have a biracial daughter, you know? So like, I understand my level. I have a certain level of white privilege. But I certainly don't have class privilege. Okay. So I think that, what do you think about that, Mikey? I think that this became like, it was like a tipping point, right? We were just about to erupt, just about. Like people are at their wits' end. Like people are the scarcity mindset is like so super intense right now. And you
Sometimes
know,
you just don't know
and
who your enemies are. You don't know who your friends are, and it can definitely confuse the hell out of people.
Right.
And people just see color, and it's a scary thing. I mean, you know, I was very happy to see that guy injured when when Matt was fighting with that one girl, and that one guy went in the middle and separated them, saying, "Hey, you don't need to escalate this." I was very happy to see that. You know, see other people defending.
Me too.
No.
I think we need more of that. Like we need to be able to have our strength about us so we can do that, you know. Like I just booted a guy off my Facebook, my friends list, because he said that people were like acting like uncaged animals, and that the military is going to come in and put them down. Did you see that thread?
I did. And I'm glad you removed it.
Yeah, everybody stepped up. Like I stepped up immediately, and I was like, nope. And then I saw at the bottom, I believe it was Terry said, take that Yang Gang frame off your profile pic.
It's not humanity first. It's not humanity.
Yeah, it's terrible. So anyway, people are stepping up. I am seeing people stepping up, and I feel like in in a lot of these protests, there's all the races mixed together, and it does. I'm so happy people are sharing all these live streams from all these different places, because it helps us who can't be there feel like we are there, you know, like. if that's all I can do is stay tuned in to a live stream for 4 or 5 hours, then okay, like it's about all I can do. I can't go to DC.
Yeah. Oh man. It's
All right.
It's like on one side, I'm very happy that people are doing something about it. They are fighting for George Floyd and for everything that's going on. It's just on the other side, it's like people are taking advantage of this moment to take care of themselves. I understand people are stressed. People have no money. They have nothing at this moment because of the coronavirus, the pandemic. I mean, I understand that. I understand people are desperate. I understand people are bored as fuck, But still, destroying your own town, destroying your own city, breaking into your Walmarts and Targets, and taking everything, your banks, everything. I mean, that's not right. But
you can't pay rent with stolen shit from Target.
You can't. No, it's like that does not make sense. That's not what. You're just making things worse, and it just makes everything look bad on you and what you're supposed to be representing.
And it makes the rest of us look bad.
It does.
It does. Just like people say, well, about the bad cops. Well, it's just a few bad apples. Well, the same could be said for these people that turn from a peaceful protest into a full-on riot and looting situation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand why people are saying like F cops and this and that, but not all cops are bad. It's true that a lot are. There are so many out there. There are. But I've got cops that I know that are they believe that this is all wrong. The protesters are right, and they are joining in the fight. It's never too late to fix humanity, and I mean, we can't have a war just because we're all upset. I understand we're upset, but we need to come together, especially right now. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. It's scary times. This is just so much worse. It's hard to even know what to say anymore, sis. I mean, there's so much things going bad. It's like.
I know. I feel like we need to keep doing these live streams though, and just like talk this stuff out with each other. Like, I'm paying the money now for StreamYard, so if anybody watching this would like to schedule time to talk with either me or the YGRL team or whatever, message me directly, because I don't always look at the YGRL messages. I kind of suck at that because I have enough of my own messages to deal with. But so if you can message me directly and let me know that you would like to come on, guess who we are going to have on soon, Mikey? Devin the Visionary. Woo! And so we started talking about some stuff today because he's got a lot to say. And he said that he wanted to go on some kind of podcast or something, but he said that he didn't have enough recognition. And I was like, dude, I'll give you a platform. You can come on anytime.
If anyone that I know that deserves the recognition, it's Devin, the Visionary.
Yes.
This guy has blown my mind. He has definitely brought a different perspective of life for the future upon the YGRL team. And I'm so happy to know him even before all of this, And Devin, if you're watching, I got the One Ring, my precious. I don't know. Every time I look at him, I think of him too, because he's a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, so we're working out a thing where it's probably going to be like a series of episodes. We're not going to be able to get all of Devin's thoughts crammed into like one broadcast at all. So he's working on breaking down some stuff, and then we'll present it in episodes. So we'll want you to join. we'll talk about schedule and stuff later. But yeah, like that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, we're still producing stuff. Okay, so we're all still producing stuff. It's not always directly Yang related, but you can bet your britches that it is. There's always going to be an underlying Yang theme in any content that I create. So the underlying Yang theme of this is that UBI, not $1,000 a month. We're beyond that now. We got to go to. I know your shirt matches my poster.
Yeah, I was like, it's the same one.
Yep. So we have to have UBI, and it's going to have to go more than $1,000 a month because everything has just gone to shit, and people are going to lose their businesses not only from the COVID, but now from the riots, and there's going to be even more job loss. So we need at least $2,000 a month for every single citizen, you know, maybe 1,000 for children or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does not take $2,000 a month to raise a kid. I mean, maybe that's because I've been poor for so long. I never had $2,000 a month, and I raised 2 kids on less than that. So everyone that says you can't live off of $1,000 a month, I live off of $1,113 a month. So I get a $113 bonus. So you just learn. You learn how to live on what you've got.
Yeah.
So we are very responsible with our money. We whatever. We need UBI, and then that ends up, and then we need health care for everybody. And I feel like now at this point we might want to shift more to like more of a free education model, like Germany. You know, anybody can go to school for free in Germany, go to university. So I mean, that's sounding better now. Not so much earlier. Like Bernie's free school plan didn't really that didn't really make me feel good. But like, I feel like we should have like free university for most people.
It should be optional, you know. Not everybody should go, but if we really want to, if they're mind for it, definitely go for it, you know. And it should be free. I mean,
when I say that, I also include like trade schools, like cosmetology school, and you know, like I think that our job market is going to change because all of these essential workers, everybody thought that like the grocery store workers and the gas station attendants and stuff like that, they were just like the low level. Now they're the essential workers. Yeah. And so there's going to be like a shift, a fundamental shift in what we deem necessary now.
It's true.
And
who's got a job now, right?
It's going to be something, yeah. All right. Well, I've been on for over an hour. I'm really glad that you jumped in because I wasn't done talking, and it is hard to just talk to like the camera to yourself. So look at Paul. Gave me little waves. Okay, so I'll explain that to Faye. All right. Well, then let's say goodbye. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. If you haven't already, please follow us on the Yang Gang Report on Facebook. I don't have a banner for Mikey, but here's where you can find me. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter. And then I have a YouTube channel, Annette the Peacemaker, and I could really use more subscribers. So please go and do that. Yeah, and share some videos. Share the YGRL stuff. Mikey is like the king of the sharing. Mikey doesn't do Twitter too much, but he is Mikey Tranchi on Facebook. So everybody go follow Mikey because he's awesome. And all right, so have a great night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Hold on, let me take that down. I've been nursing this beer for a while, and I'm starting to get a little buzz. I can tell my nose is getting stuffy. So, all right. Peace out, y'all. Be safe. Be happy. Be peaceful. Humanity first. Not left, not right, but forward. Almighty Eagle.